Can 7% of the world's farmland feed 1.4 billion people? In 2024, China's grain harvest hit a record 700.3 million tons, surpassing the US and Europe combined. From drones to hand-picked oranges, Chinese farmers are revolutionizing agriculture to secure food for billions. How do they do it? Let's uncover their harvest secrets and compare them to American and European methods. China's corn harvest reached 296.6 million tons in 2024, making it the world's second largest producer. Combined harvesters now cover 75% of cornfields. Cutting harvest time by 60% compared to manual methods. In Heilongjiang, farmer Li Wei uses a GPS-guided harvester to collect 12 tons daily. Boosting income for his family, the US leads with 5.2 tons per acre using AI-driven machines, while China's yield is 3.1 tons. China imported $5.8 billion, 0 cents in US corn last year to feed its livestock, but new drone technology in Shandong could close this gap. Can machines outpace human hands in future harvests? Corn harvesting flows into the citrus harvest, vital for China's 18 southern provinces. Oranges account for half of fruit production, with 62,000 tons harvested from 12,000 hectares in Hunan. Farmers handpick each fruit to ensure quality for Lunar New Year markets. Mrs. Chen, a Hunan farmer, hires 20 seasonal workers to harvest her 2-acre orchard preserving tradition. In Spain, Europe's citrus leader, tree shaking machines harvest 3.7 million tons yearly, saving 40% in labour costs. China's small farms can't afford these machines, but trials in Guangdong showed tree shakers cutting harvest time by 50%. Hand-picked or machine harvested, which ensures better fruit. The citrus harvest leads to apples, where China dominates with 49.8 million tons in 2024, over half the global supply. The US produces 12.6 million tons, and Poland, Europe's top producer, yields 9.6 million. In Shandong, farmer Zhang Tao uses ladders to hand-pick apples. Employing 30 workers for his 2.5-acre orchard. The US uses hydraulic platforms, speeding up harvesting by 35%, while Poland's sorting machines boost efficiency by 25%. China's new robotic harvesters in Tiantai increase yields by 22%. But only 1% of farmers can afford them. High temperatures cut China's 2024 apple harvest by 4.8 million tons. Can robots save the next harvest? Five, apples connect to soybeans, critical for food security. Heilongjiang's 2024 soybean harvest hit 2.7 million tons across 20 million acres. Combine harvesters with moisture sensors to improve yields by 18%. A Gongqing cooperative uses drones to cut pesticide use by 30%, protecting soil. The US doubles China's yield at 4.7 tons per acre using GMO seeds and AI machines. China imported 96.2 million tons of soybeans in 2024, mostly from Brazil. After rains delayed harvests, soybeans feed people and animals. But can China's harvest meet rising demand? Vegetable harvests, like cabbage and carrots, add 201.4 million tons to China's output, outpacing the US 80.2 million tons. In Shandong, smart irrigation boosts cabbage harvests by 15%, while Europe's Netherlands uses greenhouses to triple yields. Climate change threatens harvests with droughts and floods. Yet China's $4.6 billion 0-cent investment in agricultural technology in 2024 outpaces the US and EU. Drones, robots and drought-resistant seeds cut pesticide use by 12% since 2015, aligning with Europe's farm-to-fork sustainability goals. Can technology secure harvests against nature? China's 2024 grain harvest of 700.3 million tons defied floods and droughts, ensuring food for 1.4 billion people.
Welcome to a journey into the mysteries of your favorite fruits like dates, raisins, figs, and apricots. With 9 million tons of fruit harvested each year, what's so fascinating about how farms and processing factories operate? Find out in this new documentary from Trending Farm. Date palms thrive in hot, arid climates with well-drained soil, growing steadily to produce up to 200 pounds of dates per tree annually. Unlike self-pollinating crops, date palms require manual pollination for optimal yields. One male tree can fertilize up to 50 female trees. Experts carefully collect pollen from male palms, ensuring it is dry and potent before manually dusting it onto female flowers. This precision-driven process significantly boosts fruit production. To maintain tree health, specialists prune damaged fronds, enhancing air circulation and sunlight exposure. As dates mature, workers bag each fruit bunch in breathable mesh, a critical step in preventing insect damage, mold, and weather-related spoilage. Once harvested, the dates are transported to a processing factory, where they undergo rigorous sorting, cleaning, and packaging to meet premium quality standards. After months of meticulous care, date harvesting begins a process that has evolved with technology, boosting global production to over 9 million tons annually. In leading producers like Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Iran, improved techniques have cut labor costs, reducing expenses from $0.50 per pound in the 1990s to $0.30 today. When ripe dates are gently shaken from trees into mesh bags, preventing contamination. At the processing factory, they undergo thorough cleaning and automated sorting by size, ripeness, and texture. High-tech scanners, working 300% faster than manual methods, ensure only the finest dates are packaged for fresh sale or further processing into syrups, pastes, and snacks. Modern grape harvesting combines efficiency and precision to ensure the highest quality dried fruit. Grapes are harvested either by hand or machine when they reach optimal sweetness, typically around 22 to 25% sugar content. Machine harvesting, now widely used in California, Turkey, and Iran, significantly reduces labor costs and speeds up the process, allowing vineyards to collect tons of grapes in a single day. Once harvested, grapes undergo a quick wash with a food-grade solution to remove dirt and bacteria. They are then spread on trays or special drying paper and left to sun-dry for several days, naturally preserving their rich flavor and nutrients. Once sun-dried, raisins enter the processing factory, where over 500,000 pounds are handled daily. On conveyor belts and shaker tables, they are graded by size and quality, ensuring uniformity. Every batch goes through at least 3 quality checks before packaging, says Maria, a 20-year factory veteran. A final wash and tumbling process removes debris, while laser scanners detect and eliminate stems, damaged raisins, or impurities with 99.9% accuracy. Before sealing, inspectors like Maria hand-check thousands of raisins daily. Packaged for snack packs, bakeries, or industrial use. These raisins meet strict global standards, ensuring consistency from vineyard to consumer shelves. Figs, a timeless delicacy, depend on fig wasps for pollination, ensuring fruit development in certain varieties. Without these tiny pollinators, our fig yield would drop by 40%, explains Ahmed, a third-generation fig farmer. Once ripe, soft figs are hand-harvested to prevent bruising. At the processing factory, laser sorting removes up to 15% of unripe or damaged figs, while automated sizing and washing ensure consistency. Fresh figs are packaged immediately, while dried figs undergo a 24-hour dehydration process for longevity. Popular in fig bars, jams, and energy snacks, figs remain a favorite among health-conscious consumers, blending taste with tradition. Apricots, cherished for their sweet flavor and deep cultural roots, are hand-picked at peak ripeness to ensure maximum quality. Harvesting at the right moment is key, shares Li Wei, a farmer in China. Where apricots were once called golden eggs of the sun. At the processing factory, advanced sizing and grading machines sort the fruit. Followed by a thorough wash to remove impurities. Depending on their destination, apricots are packaged fresh, dried for extended use, or processed into jams and snacks. These fruits continue to play an important role in human history and nutrition. So take a moment to appreciate the effort behind every bite.
Welcome to the world of dairy cows. California's 1.7 million dairy cows, part of the 9.3 million dairy cows in the United States, produce 220 billion pounds of milk each year, starting with the 8 million calves born nationwide. Curious about how the production process from farm to processing factory works? Join Trending Farm on the journey and predict how much milk California farms produce each day. The birth process is a whirlwind of activity on California farms. Within hours, calves are separated from their mothers, a practice rooted in efficiency and health. Separation reduces disease transmission and lets us control nutrition from day one, says Maria Gonzalez, a third-generation dairy farmer in Tulare County who's seen over 5,000 calves born on her 600-cow farm. For the first 30 days, these newborns live indoors, bottle-fed, a milk replacer costing about $2 per gallon. Yet it's not all smooth sailing. Challenges persist. The USDA notes a 6.25% loss of 500,000 calves yearly nationwide, pushing farmers to refine care. What do you think is the toughest part of raising a newborn calf? Calf care takes a crucial turn after infancy, requiring careful monitoring and dedicated attention. Young bovines remain indoors, where workers act as surrogate mothers until they reach 13 to 15 months and transition into the milking herd. Those first weeks are critical. Calves need warmth, clean pens, and constant care, or you risk losing them, says Maria Gonzalez. With California's 1.7 million cows contributing to a $35 billion national dairy industry, calf survival directly impacts the bottom line. Farms invest about $150 per calf in housing and labor, ensuring a healthy future milker. From early care to full-scale production, processing factories streamline every stage. How do you think technology is shaping modern calf rearing practices? Feeding California's dairy cows isn't just routine, it's a science. Contrary to the grain-heavy diet myth, over 60% of their intake consists of grass and corn silage, a nutrient-rich fermented feed. A 2023 Journal of Dairy Science study highlights silage's efficiency delivering 12 to 15 megacalories of energy per pound, essential for optimal milk production. Nationally, farms process 315 million tons of silage annually, with California's share harvested by machines costing up to $500,000 each. Twice daily, workers distribute 50 to 60 pounds per cow, a process Maria Gonzalez calls the heartbeat of the farm. From feeding to milking, processing factories ensure seamless production. How much silage do you think one cow consumes in a year? Milk production drives California's dairy industry, where precision and care translate into remarkable yields. Each cow produces an average of 7.5 gallons daily over 2,700 gallons annually, far surpassing the single gallon a calf needs. Advancements in selective breeding and nutrition have tripled milk yields since the 1950s, notes Dr. Peter Robinson, a UC Davis dairy expert, emphasizing a 300% increase over time. In massive milking parlors, hundreds of cows are seamlessly connected to automated systems, each completing the process in under 10 minutes. California leads the nation with an annual output exceeding 40 billion pounds, fueling a $7 billion industry. With today's technology, how efficiently do you think a processing factory can handle 1,000 cows at once? California's dairy industry thrives on scale and innovation, showcasing remarkable efficiency. Across 1,300 farms, 1.7 million cows produce milk, with some benefiting from $10,000 massaging machines technology that, according to a 2022 UC Davis study, can boost milk yields by 5%. Relaxed cows are productive cows, notes Maria Gonzalez, a veteran farmer from Tulare County. High-capacity milking parlors, some the size of football stadiums, operate rotary systems processing 60 cows per minute, 3,600 per hour. One such facility milks 2,000 cows daily, generating 15,000 gallons of milk. The entire operation, from milking to delivery is streamlined by cutting-edge automation and processing factories. What technological breakthrough do you think will redefine dairy farming next? From the parlor, milk hits the processing factory, where it's transformed into everyday staples. California's factories crank out 2.5 billion pounds of cheese annually, second only to Wisconsin's 3.36 billion, part of the USA's world-leading 13.25 billion pound total in 2020, per USDA data. Milk arrives in 6,000-gallon tankers, chilled to 38 DHEF, then pasteurized in $1 million systems running 24/7. It's a race against time to keep milk fresh, says Tom Alvarez, a factory manager in Fresno. A single factory processes 1 million gallons daily, with cheese aging rooms holding $20 million in inventory. How much cheese do you eat in a week, knowing this? Next time you pour a glass or slice some cheddar, think of the farmers and innovators behind it. Want to see this in action? Visit a local farm or drop your thoughts below what part of this process blows your mind most.
What does it take to raise a bull so massive it feeds thousands?
Go on. Good bull. Just the right fit.
In the sprawling world of Brahman bull farming, the answer lies in a powerful mix of tradition, innovation, and scale. This farming documentary pulls back the curtain on how farmers raise and process millions of Brahman cattle, each tipping the scales at up to 2,000 pounds and yielding beef for 10,000 burgers. For men over 55 who treasure rural roots and the farm-to-table journey, this tale of resilience and ingenuity will strike a chord. Let's explore the heart of Brahman bull farming and the processing factories that bring this beef to America's tables. Why are Brahman bulls the giants of American ranches? First introduced in the 1850s, These cattle were bred to thrive in the South's relentless heat, outpacing other breeds. Their size and strength make them a cornerstone of Brahman bull farming, with each animal capable of sustaining entire communities. This farming documentary asks, how do ranchers uphold this legacy today? The answer lies in their fight against modern challenges, droughts, soaring costs, and diseases that threaten herds. From open pastures to processing factories, Brahman bull farming blends a storied past with a high-tech present, ensuring beef reaches your plate. How do you manage a herd of 2,000-pound giants? Brahman bull farming relies on cutting-edge tools and time-honored skills. Ranchers use AI to monitor each bull's health and diet. While drones deliver feed across vast fields, slashing costs by 20%. Many still brand cattle by hand, a nod to tradition. Curious about improving your own land? Try rotating pastures every 30 days to enrich soil and boost growth. A tip straight from Brahman bull farming. The road isn't easy. Droughts, patch fields, and tick fever can devastate herds, with some ranchers losing dozens of bulls in a season. Wild hogs add chaos, ripping through fences. It's a daily grind, one rancher says, wiping sweat from his brow.
Good bull. Just the right fit.
This farming documentary follows the journey to the processing factory, where humane practices transform bulls into high-quality beef in just 72 hours. Did you know America's processing factories handled 35 million cattle yearly, with Brahmans making up 10%? From ranch to processing factory, this farming documentary reveals the precision behind every step. What's the true impact of Brahman bull farming? As families gather around barbecues, savoring beef from the processing factory, the answer becomes clear. This work feeds communities and fuels economies. Brahman beef sales support 500,000 jobs nationwide, tying rural traditions to modern life. Every steak tells our story. One rancher's This Farming documentary celebrates that bond. Looking ahead, how will ranchers face challenges like climate change? By passing skills to the next generation and leaning on tech, they're keeping Brahman bull farming alive. You can help too. Buying American beef supports the ranches and processing factories that make it possible. What's your favorite beef dish or rural memory? Share in the comments. And don't miss our next farming documentary where we tackle wild hogs threatening southern lands. From pasture to processing factory, Brahman bull farming is a legacy of heart and hustle, and this story honors every moment. What does it take to farm millions of crocodiles, turning nature's ultimate predator into a $9 billion zero-cents industry? How do you transform a creature with a bite force that can crush steel into luxury handbags and gourmet dishes? And what happens when this booming trade sparks fierce debate over ethics and sustainability? Crocodile farming in China is a titan, generating $9 billion zero cents annually by supplying meat and leather to global markets.
夜晚的鳄鱼场是不是很吓人？一样的，你照它，它就会反射。
This farming documentary begins at the heart of the process, the egg. Farms create nesting areas with thick sand layers to mimic natural breeding grounds. Eggs are carefully collected and moved to hatcheries, where temperatures are kept between 29 DEGC and 34 DEGC, with humidity fine-tuned for optimal hatching.
От 25-30 лет, вот примерно, да?
Я, честно говоря, в шоке.
Много неожиданных.
After 65 to 90 days, tiny hatchlings emerge, each a step toward profit.
是。
These young crocodiles are raised in spacious tanks with clean water, their growth closely monitored. This farming documentary captures the grit and patience required, qualities any man who's built something from the ground up can respect. The farms, sprawling across vast landscapes, are a testament to scale.
没什么。哎呦，
这边。
But the real action happens later, in the processing factory, where the stakes get higher. After months of care, the crocodiles are ready, and this farming documentary pulls no punches. Farms either sell young crocodiles for breeding or send adults to the processing factory, a high-tech hub where meat and leather are born. The processing factory divides crocodile meat into premium cuts, tail, back, and legs, valued for their low fat and high protein. These cuts are a favorite among chefs and health-conscious eaters, offering a lean, nutrient-packed alternative to traditional meats. The processing factory's leather operations, however, are the industry's crown jewel. Crocodile skin, with its rugged durability and unique texture, becomes luxury goods like belts and bags, fetching prices that can hit tens of thousands. But this farming documentary also shines a light on the backlash. Animal rights groups argue that farming millions of crocodiles raises serious concerns about conservation and humane treatment. With processing factories handling such massive volumes, critics question if the industry can sustain itself without harming ecosystems. For the guy who's faced tough calls, whether in business or life, this tension hits hard. The processing factory is a marvel of efficiency, but it's also a lightning rod for debate. This farming documentary asks, can you chase profit without losing sight of what's right? This farming documentary brings the story full circle, weighing the industry's triumphs against its challenges. The processing factory and farms are economic powerhouses, creating jobs and fueling growth in a cutthroat global market. The $9 billion zero-cents industry meets a demand that's only growing, from fashion runways to fine dining. Yet animal protection advocates argue the environmental and ethical costs are too steep, pushing for reforms to protect crocodile populations and ensure humane practices. The processing factory symbolizes progress, but at what price? Is crocodile farming a bold step forward or a line we shouldn't cross? There's no easy answer, and that's what makes this story stick with you. 9. Drop a comment and share your take on the processing factory and its role in this industry. Is it a triumph or a tipping point? Share this story with a buddy and keep the debate alive. The toughest questions deserve a real conversation.
Go on. Good bull. Just the right one.
Thank you.